Okay. We have a little bit more
What do you
time.
want, human? Rex told me to be polite. He didn't say you were going to talk to me.
No?
I'm looking for a Solarian. The blood pack captured him and he was last seen around here.
I heard about that Solarian. Poor bastard. If it's blood pack, then Clan Werelock has him. Sent one of my scouts to check it out, but he never reported back. Guess they got him, too. Chief told me to give you one of the trucks. Just follow the highway to Werelock's base if you've got the quads to deal with him in the blood pack.
What can you tell me about Clan Werelock's base?
Last I heard, the clan was holed up in an old hospital. I haven't seen it, though. I've only seen Clan Werelock from a distance. If I'd gotten closer, I'd have taken a shot. You get inside, though, bring a big gun. Werelock's base is crawling with blood pack.
That doesn't sound too defensible. Why'd they hole up there?
Any hospital on Tuchanka has to be built well enough to withstand a bunch of enraged Krogan. When an injury forces us to switch over to secondary organs, things get messy. Higher thought processes don't always transition properly. Blood rage, they call it.
Okay.
Any idea what they're doing with the Solarian?
I assume they wanted to torture him. You don't take somebody home just to kill them. It's messy. Maybe he pissed off the blood pack, and they brought him here for special treatment. No skin off my hump what they do with him. One less alien on Tuchanka.
One moment. Need to charge my phone. Yeah,
You don't seem
xenophobic.
to have much love lost for aliens.
Don't get your quads in a twist. If I was gonna kill you, you'd know it. Rex believes we need to unite the Krogan people. I don't think we can do that with off-worlders interfering, but it's not my call.
What's Clan Werelock's reputation, and how are they involved with the blood pack?
Tough humps, and they're not friendly like we are. You ever run into the blood pack? Mercenary gang. Clan Werelock started it. One of the only gangs with an off-world presence. They're fanatics, totally devoted to Werelock Guld. Whatever they did with your Solarian, Guld's behind it.
What makes Guld so special?
He's got 2 children. One of them is a girl. Some people think he's got a destiny. Not me. I had a cousin who won 20 consecutive games of Quasar. Lucky bastard. I'd ask my cousin for a loan, but I wouldn't swear allegiance to him. Luck. That's all it is. Same for Guld.
But the blood pack has non-Krogan members, like Vorcha.
Ha! The Vorcha. They're just like the Varen. Only they can use guns and don't crap on the floor as often. The Krogan are the only real members of the blood pack. Anyone else is just there to soak enemy fire.
Thanks
One
for
sec.
the information.
Anything that gets rid of the damn off-worlders. You can take the truck over there.
Okay.
Need anything else?
Talk to you later.
I'll take the truck soon. Hold up.
One more win in the pits, and I'm retired.
I want to bring Grunt.
Citadel has these huge arms. Millions of people live there. I'll tear you apart. You don't have a place to try. I've had enough of you. Then let's end this.
Except I'm lost. Already?
Happy here in this camp, where the power doesn't work half the time. My Johnson, Bear, and other clans are always trying to kill us. Yes.
Erdnot clan reports use weak encryption. I see references to a captured Solarian in the logs of the Chief Scout.
And the Solarians, too. Little bastards who are so smart. Take your business to the clan leader.
Wasn't what I meant. Request new squad member. I'll hold off on points for now. He should use that.
Oh wait, and I can change, I think, my gun as well. We can shields and okay. We'll stick with what we have for now then. I'm pretty satisfied.
This is the great Krogan homeworld. This is the land of Krenok, Shiagar, and Vio. This chunk of rock is barely worth standing on. Never thought I'd miss the tank.
Darn.
Still looking for that Solarian? Or did you just come to waste?
Yep, I just came here to waste your time. Oh. I didn't have to go do that. We're definitely getting jumped.
Up front!
I don't know what the heck those things are.
Excellent.
I'm getting rushed down. But they're not quite strong enough.
Just the thing to help.
Incoming!
There we go. Never really got close enough to do any damage. Ooh. It's my bad I moved into a firing squad. There we go. We'll salvage what we can here. I think I know who might find a use for it.
Hospital. Sturdy, built to withstand punishment. That body, human. Need to take a look. Sores, tumors, ligatures showing restraint at wrists and ankles, track marks for repeated injection sites. Test subject, victim of experimentation.
I don't suppose there's a way to tell who this poor bastard was?
No tattoos or ID. Maybe slave or prisoner, maybe merc or pirate. Irrelevant now. Clearly part of Krogan tests to cure genophage. Humans useful as test subjects. Genetically diverse. Enables exploration of treatment modalities.
Wouldn't something native to Tachanka work better? Varen, maybe?
Yes, human experiments strictly high-level concept testing. Native Tuchanka fauna likely used later in development stages. Wise to delay use of Varen until necessary. Powerful bite.
What can you tell about their experiments from looking at the body?
Position of tumors suggests deliberate mutation of adrenal, pineal glands, modifying hormone levels, counterattack on glands hit by genophage. Clever.
Do you think they're close to curing the genophage?
Can't say. Need more data. Conceptually sound, though. Genophage alters hormone levels, could repair damage with hormonal counterattack.
How are humans more genetically diverse?
More variable. Peaks and valleys, mutations, adaptations, far beyond other life. Makes humans useful test subjects. Larger reactions to smaller stimuli.
I know we can look much different from each other, but Asari have a wide range of skin tones.
No, ignore superficial appearance, down to genetic code.
Okay.
Biotic abilities, intelligence levels. Can look at random Asari, Krogan, make reasonable guess. Humans, too variable to judge. Outliers in all species, of course. Geniuses, idiots. But human probability curve offers greater overall variety.
Experimenting on humans? That kind of crap is what makes Cerberus start to seem like a good idea.
Never used humans myself. Disgusting, unethical, sloppy. Used by brute force researchers, not thinkers. No place in proper science. Krogan use of humans, unsurprising.
I imagine you had to do some live subject testing while developing the new genophage.
No, unnecessary. Limited tests to simulations, corpses, cloned tissue samples. High-level tests on Varen. No tests on species with members capable of calculus. Simple rule, never broke it.
Come on, we still need to find Malin.
Agreed.
We're clear.
Interesting. Refined iridium, thank you.
I am the speaker for Clan Werelock, Offworlders. You have shed our blood. By rights, you should be dead already. But Werelock Gold, the Chief of Chiefs, has ordered that you be given leave to flee and spread the message of our coming.
Krogan don't generally let people go. What does Clan Werelock have planned?
If you walk away now, you can tell your children that you saw Clan Werelock before our blood pack conquered the stars. You think the Erd not impressive? They are pitiful! Werelock Gold will destroy them! The Solarian will cure the genophage, and Clan Werelock will spread across the galaxy in a sea of blood!
Appears they discovered Malin's work. Unfortunate.
It doesn't have to happen like this. I can understand wanting to cure the genophage.
No, human, you understand nothing! You have not seen the piles of children that never lived. The Krogan were wronged. We will make it right, and then we will have our revenge!
Half the galaxy sees the Krogan as victims. If you start a war, you'll lose their support.
We have the Blood Pack, and we have the Solarian. When our clan numbers in the millions, we will not need support. When we cure the genophage, Werelock Gold will rule all Krogan. The Krogan rebellions will become the Krogan Empire.
No.
The surviving races will frighten their children with tales of what the Blood Pack did to the Turians. The Asari will scream as their citadel plunges into the sun. We will keep Salarians as slaves and eat their eggs as a delicacy. If you lack the wisdom to flee, then you will be the first of billions to be crushed beneath our might. For Warlock Gold! Attack! Enemy! Attack! Dogs!
Oh, I can't get back in cover. Oh, target, you jumped in front of me. I'm gonna die here. This fight's not easy.
Deploying incineration tech. Direct organ trauma.
Find iridium, I see it.
Done for the moment. Labs likely through there. Can smell antiseptic. Hint of dead flesh.
Just get us there.
Circuit boards.
Active console may contain useful data. One moment. Genetic sequences, hormone mutagens still steady. Protein chains, live tissue, clone tissue. Very thorough. Standard treatment vectors, avoiding scorched earth immunosuppressants to alter hormone levels. Good. Hate to see that.
Most people wouldn't be so casual about developing a sterility plague, Morton.
Not developing, modifying, much more difficult, working within confines of existing genophage, 100 times the complexity. Errors unacceptable, could cause total sterility, malignant tumors, could even reduce effectiveness, worse than doing nothing. Had to keep Krogan population stable, 1 in 1,000, perfect target, optimal growth, like gardening.
You're saying you were working just as hard to keep their population from falling?
Yes, could have eradicated Krogan, not difficult, increased mutation to degrade genetic structure further, chose not to. Rachni extinction tragic, didn't want to repeat. All life precious. Universe demands diversity.
What was it like working on the genophage modification project?
Best years of my life. Wake up with ideas, talk over breakfast, experiments all morning. Statistical analysis in afternoon, run new simulations during dinner, set data runs to cook overnight. Laughter, ego, argument, passion. Galaxy's biggest problem, massive resources thrown at us. Got anything we wanted.
Do you keep in touch with your old team members?
No. All changed with deployment. Made test drop on isolated Krogan clan, hit rest of Tuchanka when results were positive. End of project. Separate ways. Watching it end, watching birth rates drop. Personal. Private. Not appropriate for team.
How can you agree with using the genophage, Morton? Look at what happened to Tuchanka as a result.
State of Tuchanka not due to genophage. Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Salarians made first contact. Krogan choices. Refuse truce during Krogan rebellions. Expand after Rachni wars. Splinter after genophage. Genophage medical, not nuclear. No craters from virus. Damage caused by Krogan, not Salarians, not me.
So if the Krogan banded together and formed a united government, you'd welcome that?
Yes, United Krogan saved Galaxy. Destroyed Rachni. Genophage not a punishment. Simply alters fertility to correct for removal from hostile environment.
We're not gonna find Malin staring at consoles. Come on.
Okay.
Krogan, female. Tumors indicate experimentation. No restraint marks. Volunteer. Sterile Werelock female willing to risk procedures. Hoped for cure. Pointless. Pointless waste of life.
I didn't expect you to be disturbed by the sight of a dead Krogan.
What? Why? Because of genophage work? Irrelevant. No. Causative. Never experimented on live Krogan. Never killed with medicine. Her death not my work. Only reaction to it. Goal was to stabilize population. Never wanted this. Can see it logically. But still unnecessary. Foolish. Waste of life. Hate to see it.
I didn't think you'd had much direct contact with things like this. Did you come to Tachanka after dropping your plague?
Yearly recon missions. Water, tissue samples. Ensure no mistakes. Superiors offered to carry it on. Refused. Need to see it in person. Need to look. Need to see. Accept it as necessary. See small picture. Remind myself why I run a clinic on Omega. Rest, young mother. Find your gods. Find someplace better.
I didn't expect spirituality from you, Morden.
Genophage modification project altered millions of lives, then saw results. Ego, humility, juxtaposition, frailty of life, size of universe. Explored religions after work completed. Different races. No answers. Many questions.
Sounds like you were trying to deal with your guilty conscience. The doctor who killed millions.
Modified genophage project great in scope. Scientifically brilliant. But ethically difficult. Krogan reaction visceral, tragic. Not guilty, but responsible. Trained as doctor, genophage affects fertility, doesn't kill. Still, caused this. Hard to see big picture behind pile of corpses.
Can you really just rationalize it all away? How do you justify it?
I didn't mean for it to be so accusatory.
Wheel of life. Popular Solarian concept. Similar to human Hinduism in focus on reincarnation. Appealing to see life as endless. Fix mistakes in next life. Learn, adapt, improve. Refuse to believe life ends here. Too wasteful. Have more to offer. Mistakes to fix. Cannot end here. Could do so much more.
If you need this much soul searching to get over it, maybe the genophage was wrong.
Had to be done. Bracknai wars, Krogan rebellions, all pointed to Krogan aggression. So many simulations. Effects of Krogan population increase. All pointed to war. Extinction. Genophage or genocide. Save galaxy from Krogan. Save Krogan from galaxy.
You could have cured the genophage instead. Brought hope to the Krogan. They'd have rejoiced.
Assumes human reaction. Krogan stimulus response different. Harsh environment. Take chance to fight. Flee. Would have caused chaos on Tachanka. Victor would have war economy. Bloodthirsty army. Galactic expansion only logical outcome. More war. Genophage saved lives. War would have ended.
We need to find Malin and shut this place down.
Let us move on then.
Yes.
That is very weird.
Neutralized all hostiles.
Oh, great. One of the ones I'm bad at.
Now
There
what's
we go.
this?
You killed the Blood Pack guards.
Not Bloodpack. Not member of Clan Werelock. Wrong clan markings.
I'm a nerd, not scout. Werelock guards got me. Brought me here.
You don't look so good. Are you injured?
They gave me things. Injections mostly. Sometimes gas. Make me sick. fever. Aches. Can't keep food down. They're fixing the genophage. I'm making a sacrifice for all Krogan.
Do you need help getting out of here? You should be clear to the exit.
You don't understand. I'm not too sick to leave. I have to stay. They're curing the genophage. They're gonna make it all better. They have to keep doing the tests.
Caution, Shepard. Patient unstable, susceptible, brainwashed.
Why do you want them to keep doing the tests?
This is my fault. I got caught. Wasn't strong enough. Not good enough. This is the best I can do. This is all I can do. I'm not big enough to have a real shot with the females. I'll never have kids of my own. But if I help undo the genophage, then I mattered.
Millions of children will be born. Werelock children. They're going to destroy the other clans.
But... no. No, they said I was helping Erdnot.
If you want to help Erdnot, you need to get back there. But it would take a real badass to make it back to camp all injured.
I can do it.
You? I said a badass, not some scout whining like a Quarian with a tummy ache.
I can do it. And I'm going to the female camp.
Damn right you are. Get back there and show them what you're worth. Go. Go.
Nicely done. Fortunately, subject is unlikely to be contagious.
Nothing left.
Another one of these. We'll see how I do. No. Dang it. I reacted too quick. No. This, yes. Another white at the top. I'm not seeing one. There we go.
Shepard, I'm detecting crates ahead that are holding unstable materials.
That sounds like a save moment.
Shock could cause a significant explosion.
Or a well-placed shot.
Up close and personal.
Charging!
Okay.
Krogan charging!
I can't charge it.
They didn't have anything there. 1 second here.
Enemies inbound.
Krogan charging.
Taking fire.
Oh. shield came back. Gosh darn. There we go.
All enemies accounted for.
A locked crate. Easy enough. That'd have been frustrating. It's no. No, what the heck's wrong with me? Stop rushing. Jesus, me. That's it. I have one more attempt remaining. There we go.
We can use this.
Cool.
Malin. Alive, unharmed.
Probably actively working with them,
No
honestly.
signs of restraint, no evidence of torture. Don't understand.
For such a smart man, Professor, you always had trouble seeing evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions. How long will it take you to admit that I'm here because I wish to be here?
He wasn't kidnapped. He came here voluntarily to cure the genophage.
Impossible. Whole team agreed. Project necessary.
How was I supposed to disagree with the great Dr. Solus? I was your student. I looked up to you.
Experiments performed here. Live subjects, prisoners, torture and executions. You're doing?
We've already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doctor. If it takes a bit more to put things right, I can deal with that.
You honestly think the experiments you did here are justified?
We committed cultural genocide. Nothing I do will ever be justified. The experiments are monstrous because I was taught to be a monster.
Morton, did you ever perform experiments like this?
No. Never taught you this, Malin.
So your hands are clean. What does it matter if the ground is stained with the blood of millions? You taught me that the end justified the means. I will undo what we did, Professor. The only way I know how.
What happens if the genophage is cured and the Krogan expand again? That'll be on your head.
We justified this atrocity by saying the Krogan would cause havoc and war if their population recovered. But look at the galaxy. Batarian attacks in the Traverse, Geth attacks in the Citadel. Is this a more peaceful universe? The assault on your Eden Prime might never have happened if we had let the Krogan recover. We'll never know.
That's not necessarily wrong.
You talked about killing, but the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility rates.
Krogan fight over fertile females. They become mercenaries or pirates because they see no alternative. They would be thriving in a cultural renaissance now had we not decided that this is what they deserved.
Inaccurate. Krogan population resulted in war. Simulations were clear.
Why work with Clan Werelock? And how did you access the genophage data?
The data was easy to obtain. We all still had clearance. We were heroes. All I had to do was ask. As for the Werelock, they were the only clan with both the resources and the commitment.
Erdnot has a larger camp than Werlock. Why not use them?
Erdnot Rex is too soft. He wasn't willing to do the experiments I needed. It's Erdnot's loss and Werlock's gain. Their clan will be the first to recover from the crime we committed.
Malin clearly doesn't need rescuing. What do you want to do?
Have to end this.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity!
Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
Wait, you don't need to do this, Morton. You're not a murderer.
No. Not a murderer. Thank you, Shepard. Finished, Malin. Get out. No Werlock left. Project over.
You heard the professor. Get out before he changes his mind.
Where am I supposed to go, Professor?
Don't care. Try Omega. Can always use another clinic.
The Krogan didn't deserve what we did to them, Professor. The genophage needs to end.
Not like this. Apologies, Commander. Misunderstood mission parameters. No kidnapping. My mistake. Thank you.
Don't worry about me, Morton. How are you doing?
Should have killed him. Wanted to. Easier than listening. Easier for him, too. Experiments indicate how far he's fallen. Expected it from Krogan. Not one of mine.
Maybe you'll remember that the next time you're discussing the ethics of the genophage.
Yes. So many variables. Stress responses. Impossible to truly predict. Something to think about. Malin's research. Only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure. Security. Still valuable, though.
If you think it could be useful, why not hang on to it?
Worked for years to create modified genophage. Should destroy this. Malin's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan. Effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
You regret what the Krogan have become. You see the horror of what they did here, but you see the loss, too.
Wasted potential.
They don't deserve this, Morton. Save the data.
Point taken, Shepard. Capturing data. Wiping local copy. Still years away from cure, but closer than starting from scratch. Done. Ready to go. Ready to be off to Chanka. Anywhere else. Maybe somewhere sunny.
I'd like to look around a bit more.
Hold F to... What are these about here? Just more dead Krogan. A wall computer to hack. Glad I didn't leave yet. No! I wanted to go up another. I don't know if it'll keep going down the same path. No, it looks like it came here. There we go. Hold F, yeah, we'll return to the Normandy. We have something though to do. Cure data may prove useful, Krogan dangerous, but if recruited shock troops against 3 persons extremely valuable, Morden's assistant is no longer a problem. Morden will have no trouble focusing on the mission. Neural shock. Interesting, and a new outfit. And we got some new stuff. The cure.
You again. I told you the blood pack only wants Krogan. Take your business to the clan.
Which should mean I should be, yeah. Let us use neural shockwave.
Someday we'll get off this one and show those Orientals balls.
Clan Erdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. Based on population profiles, Clan Erdnot has adopted surviving members of Clan Werlock, mostly.
Were you around when the female camps and the children overlasted? No. I was off dealing with a Baron attempt.
Oh, wait, right.
Any promising warriors?
One second. Okay. Let's see what Rex has to say.
Shepard, what can I do for you, my friend? We're making a neutral foolishness.
All of it.
I need to go.
Hunt well, Shepard.
I have nothing to...
Shepard, what can I do for you? Wish I could.
Okay. See what the scout has to say.
Place your bet on the pits, human.
My scout made it back. We've got him at the tent. Doesn't remember much beyond getting tortured, but he remembers you. Said you yelled at him until he got his hump out of that basin back here. You've got a quad, human. Thanks for saving my scout. Saves me having to train another one.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Pits have been a bloodbath ever since Urza's handle was exited.
Don't touch anything. Do I look like I have time to talk? I've got work to do. Those fools brought this Tomka back from a skirmish without its combustion manifold. They say it got shot off in the field.
Oh, I got
Tell
something
me,
for you.
How can you expect a Tomka to run without a combustion manifold?
I've never seen a Krogan mechanic before.
What? You think we kidnap Quarians and make them do the hard work? Not anymore, we don't.
I found a combustion manifold out in the field. Is this what you need?
That'll work. Faster than building one from scratch, at least. You just saved me 3 days' work, human. You've earned my time if you want it.
What's that
Okay.
you're working on there?
I'm tuning up these machines for battle. It's a wonder this Tomka here made it back to camp. It could be worse. A couple more hits on the broadside, and this thing would have crumbled.
Krogan place so much importance on martial strength. How did you become a mechanic?
How do you think those fools make it to the field to kill each other? Who do you think keeps the weapons working? Without me, there's no battle, just slaughter. I am the military might of Clan Urdnot.
How do you
Okay.
feel about what Rex is trying to do?
The old man's crazy if you ask me, which you just did. But that stuff fixes itself. If it doesn't work, Rex gets torn to shreds and we find out who's got the next best plan.
Let me get out of your way.
Don't do me any favors.
What do you mean? Literally just helped you up. Okay, whatever.
These things will last longer than we hit him in crater.
I was stuck. There we go.
Have you forgotten? I have no time for you.
I won't take up much of your
My
value.
work.
Of course it is.
Oh,
I'm just curious.
finally.
Enjoy your
Yes,
research.
yes, move along.
Biotic damage.
This might be
Important.
useful.
Always want more shock absorption.
Ignore them, girl. They're not worth the effort. You see that special they had on the extranet? That crap rots your brain.
Alright.
Should be out hunting. Fixing something you can't hunt. It was a special bid on the city. And the Solarians, too. Little bastards. Take your business to the clan leader.
Sounds good.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Dear Sir, Madam, having consulted my lease at Citadel, I have privileged to request for your assistance to transfer a large quantity of Promethean technology uncovered at Ilos. Believing these materials to be a hazardous danger, they are locked in the quarantine. Even though tests reveal that the fears were groundless, the quarantine remains in effect until one can pay for a permit to request a reclassification from the Cultural Ministry. Knowing of your interest in Prothean technology, I would be happy to deliver most of it to your hands, keeping less than half for myself. As a Batarian, I cannot engage in council official activities, but if you transfer the 20,000 credits required to me, exchange can be made in your name, enabling us both to be to profit from this happy accident. Please reply urgently with credit transfer account information. Best regards, Grenek Arthur, or whatever his name is. Sounds like a scam. That doesn't sound horrible. I would like some more bioamp. But we can give ourselves the heavy weapon training, the heavy weapon ammo, and the Krogan vitality.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Almost thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back onto Junka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
I wanted to
Sure.
talk now.
How can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Some other time. About to test new bioweapon. Not on us, of course. Didn't think I had to specify, but Joker got nervous. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
I bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't... Anyway.
Is there anything I
Grunt
should know?
seems very anxious. Pacing down in the cargo. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be
I'll
all.
be here if you...
That's
Grunt
helpful.
seems very agitated. You may want to check in on it.
I see. I'm gathering quite the collection of weapons. I like that you actually get to see them. I don't know why I went this way. A very long roundabout way to get down to York.
What's this area of the ship?
Didn't mean
That's
to
all for
ask.
now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Did you hear that we are sharing our deck with a Krogan?
Wrong one.
Peachy.
But ain't that peachy? I will talk to you soon. And by soon I mean next time. I have to head out. I will see everyone next time. Bye.